Hey, so I just got back from Boston, and one of the things that people ask is, how do I stay organised when I'm in a different country? Let's go. Okay guys, what's going on? It's nice, it's summery, it's getting here, it's like, I can just feel this good weather coming in, you know, good weather vibes. I actually tried to been out here with my drone, my backpack. I've been trying to fly my drone, but for some reason, after I synced my drone to the RC controller, it now no longer wants to function as a drone, and it hates me forevermore. So, no drone today. Okay guys, so here is the deal. I was in Boston, Massachusetts for a summit on disability access, how we can like create change in the world through disability access. So I was there with other YouTubers like Ricky. She is a she did the Craptions, like the deaf YouTuber. I was there with Dr. Mike. He's another YouTuber that you guys probably heard of. There was a bunch of us there. Anyway, the cool thing was we were all there for this summit, giving voice and access to people who probably didn't have it, and seeing how can we change the world together to make the place a better place for disabled people, including, you know, I was there representing autism, ADHD and stuff like that, and there was a bunch of other people there doing all kinds of amazing things. But the burning question, and I've had this question a lot, so I was in Boston for about 5 days, and in those 5 days I also filmed a video with Chris from Special Books by Special Kids. That is coming very soon on this channel. If not, it's already up, so I do apologize if you're already seeing this video and it's already up. And also I did a video with Jess from How To ADHD because she came down to visit because she was in New York and I was in Boston, so we kind of just made that happen. So there was a bunch of cool things going on, but everybody keeps asking me, Dan, how did you stay organized? How did you manage like organizing yourself from being in, you know, I'm not at my desk in my house filming videos, and then I go all the way to Boston, Massachusetts. How do I take that organization of the strict routine I've got and take it all the way to Boston and do a video? Well, it's not just one video, and it's not just taking a video camera to there to do something. It's a whole thing. You have to organize your travel, you have to organize your trip, you have to do your case, you have to do your videos, you have to you know, plan everything out, have all your money, and I'll tell you how I did it. So how did I stay organized? Well, there's a few different things here. Look, people on the spectrum don't tend to have a good relationship with disorganization, and they like to stay organized and have routines, right? So this is like one of the things. Like, I like to stay organized, I like to have routines, I like to have my routines. But one of the funny things was, when you're traveling abroad, how does that happen? How does like one day go to the next? So usually I try to, and this is interesting, I try to fly out, so I start it on a Monday. So this time we flew out and we arrived on the Sunday, which means that I could start my actual day on the Monday, which is the start of the week, which is the start of the day when I start doing all my other organizational stuff, which is kind of the best way to plan out how you're going to structure the rest of your week. So that's important. If you can't do that, that's not an issue. You just start from the day, then you can get there. I say, okay, so I'm going to start on the Monday. So flew out, started on the Monday. Now, what I try to do is make sure that I get up and I do the same thing. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I do my teeth, get everything else sorted out, you have a shower, you get your clothes on, you go downstairs, you have breakfast, and try to have the same thing for breakfast. So if you're in a hotel, you can probably find the same thing for breakfast. You know, you could have like cereals, or you could have like eggs, or whatever it is that you have for breakfast. Make sure you stick to that, because we all know that the routine game is strong with people on the spectrum, and having this structured routine when you're away is very important for staying relaxed, calm, and focused when you're in these situations. Now, it is difficult because if you're on a plane, the food's different, you've eaten at different times, there's loads of differences there because it's a plane. It's not a typical kind of like setting, you're not in a hotel or anything. So I say with planes, you just have to take it as it comes and treat the plane as a travel option. So what you're doing, you're traveling, you're just, you know, you're moving through space in a vehicle. It's kind of like if you're on a bus, but in the sky. Kind of, that's exactly what it is. But having that that peace of mind, saying, okay, this is going to be the part where that's all I'm doing is I'm going to go on the plane and it's treating it as travel. That's not the organization part. Okay, let's get on to the bits. So as soon as I get to the hotel, the first thing I do is I get my laptop out and then my phone and my chargers, my charging station. I'll take a 6-way plug adapter with me so I can plug in everything I need, put it on the desk, and I set up the desk in the hotel just like the desk in my home. And I take everything with me, everything, like my laptop, my hard drives, my phone charger, my watch charger, my earbud chargers, both of my cameras, my drone. I had a GoPro with me this time, and so it kind of feels a bit more, feels a bit more like home, right? And this is interesting because when I feel comfortable, when I go in there and I look, I feel like I can work there. Because if I don't set all these things up, then I'm thinking, if I don't organize how my desk looks, then how am I ever going to be able to edit and work whilst I'm there? And it becomes a bit crazy, and then your mood hits rock bottom. Because let's put it this way, if I'm not organizing myself to do work and the things that I normally would do in a normal day, then my whole schedule goes out of whack and things start to decline rapidly, which isn't a good thing. So this is important. Like, number one, like, you have to set something up so you know that your desk is your desk and it's going to look like how you want it to look. So how do I stay organized while I'm there? So I try and stay as organized as possible by using different apps. Applications on my phone, my iPhone and my iPad and my computer to stay kind of with it. Now, I want to do a video specifically on apps and things like that. And if you guys want to see a video specifically on the Apple apps that I use, please put a thumbs up in this video to give me a gauger if you guys want to see an app type video. So one of the main apps I'm currently using is an app called Timo. Now, Timo is an organizational app, and I'm actually going to do a whole feature of this in the video when we go to VidCon. I'm actually going to use Timo as an example of how to organize an entire trip, because I realized that in this trip I didn't actually, bring you guys along and show how I was doing the organizing. I was doing different filming. So among Timo, I actually use a bunch of other apps that I built into the iPhone. So I use like notes, I use calendars, I use the reminders, but how I use them in a certain way is probably what the video is going to be about. If you guys would like to see a video on just the app, so let me know. So organizational apps help you put tasks in place, help you navigate through certain things like where's the nearest eatery, what time do I have to be here, what time do I have to be there, because when you're away, especially when doing stuff like I did in Boston, you're on a time constraint. You need to be somewhere at a certain time. People depend on you to be there and to be doing something at a certain time. So this is all very important to have like time structured down, and also alarms to know exactly when you're going to do something and how you're going to do it. Okay, so staying organized whilst I'm abroad. Another one is that when I come off the plane, I really need to sleep, obviously like anybody else does, but what you want to do is have a sleep that makes it feel like you've just slept like normal, and you'll get up and the day will be fine regardless of time change and jet lag. How I do this, I actually take melatonin. Now, the melatonin gummies that I've been advertising before on this channel, but the way that I did it, I actually take melatonin, and my assistant Alex, he also took the melatonin, and we just felt amazing because we were able to then actually go to sleep and have a good night's sleep and wake up and feel kind of refreshed, which I thought was amazing. So that is another hack. Keeping yourself hydrated is another way that you stay organized, because one of the things that I find is that I slip into organized chaos or unorganized chaos when I am not keeping myself hydrated. So I'm drinking plenty of water, plenty of liquids, making sure you're not going to get sick, because then your mood will dip, right? So you want to keep your energy levels up, drink lots of water, and eat the foods you normally eat when you're at home. If it means ordering Uber, like Uber Eats or like delivery or DoorDash, it doesn't matter. Get the food that you eat that you normally feel happy with, so it makes you feel more calm and collected in those areas. I also have a big list of everything I need to take with me before I go that I pack into my suitcase, and then I do a check when I get there, and I keep everything organized in the case. I fold the clothes in a certain manner, I keep everything in the case a certain manner. I will do this video of how I pack to go somewhere, specifically for VidCon next month when I'm packing to go to VidCon. This will actually happen. I'm going to film a video and all about this so I can show you actually how I pack. So I'm discussing in this one obviously my organization, how do I stay organized, and then the other thing I want to talk about with staying organized is having a buddy system. So Alex, my assistant, you guys know Alex Watts blog. If you don't, then go check him out. His social links are in the description below. The guy is funny as ever, and he's also my assistant. He has ADHD, he's a total guy, and you guys should totally check him out. He travels with me to make sure that nothing crazy happens. On this particular trip to Boston, my medication was misplaced or stolen, or something happened to my medication that I take for anxiety, and I needed to have some before I could go to the airport because social anxiety is a big deal, and my social anxiety game is weak right now because of, you know, a bunch of things, autism being the main one. So Alex was like, uh-oh, what are we gonna do? And I said, I don't know. And then he said, don't worry, we'll sort it out. And then Alex spoke to the faculty in MIT and then spoke to everybody who we were there in Boston with, and they said, okay, what we'll do is we'll take you to a hospital and we'll get you some more medication. So they took her to the hospital. We spoke with the hospital, we got the medication, and it was awesome. So Alex helped organize that because he was a buddy who was outside of the situation, who was able to like actively think like, how are we going to solve this issue? Because I was getting super triggered, you know, there's me like freaking out, getting triggered, and Alex was just like, oh well, this is easy for me, I can just do this, and it's done. So I think that that is super important, and it's excessively valuable. You know, if you have the ability to like have somebody to come with you, they can help take care of it, because like a problem shared is a problem halved, and that couldn't even be like the most amazing thing ever. It is the absolute God's honest truth, and I think that's going to be one of the most profound things that you can take away from this video, is having a buddy system. Now, it could be anybody, it could be a family member, a best friend, it could be somebody that works for a company of advocacy, and you just like hang out with the advocate. Now, this helped me go through my day because, you know, going to an airport, having to, you know, get my passport and luggage checked and all this other stuff, Alex was able to help me with that because I didn't know what I was doing, and it's difficult for me to organize that stuff when I've already got a bunch of other crap going on, like, oh, social anxiety, oh, there's like, you know, people everywhere, and then there's like, oh my goodness, I have to speak to this person, and then it's super triggering. Anybody on the spectrum knows this, so it's so difficult, but we did it. And if you guys are interested in what I was doing, I was actually working with MIT, which is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. We did a course, a leadership course, and they taught us how to do effective leadership in digital social media marketing with a bunch of amazing professionals. Big shout out to Liza Koshy's manager. She came down and did a, Courtney, her name is, she came down and did a seminar like bit with us and helped us out with branding. So you guys are going to see some branding overhaul on this channel, which is amazing, and I love it, and I think it's going to be so valuable to everybody. And just that, it was an amazing experience, and a big shout out to MIT, and I loved every second of it. And I just thought I'd share with you guys a little bit of some of my organization tips. But like I said, there is room here for an app video, so if you guys want to see an app video specifically, let me know. If you guys want to see me actually do my, you know, packing and stuff for VidCon, I'm going to be doing that. Look, let's be honest here. So thumbs up if you want to see the video on apps, that's awesome. And also I'm going to dive really deep into Timo when we make the feature-length video going to VidCon, which is going to be awesome. So right now, guys, it's the middle of the week, it's what, Monday, sorry, it's the start of the week, Monday, and on Sunday I'm going down to London. I only got back on Saturday, but on Sunday I'm going back down to London to do a London Comic Con MCM panel on neurodiversity with Kevin Chapman, Connor Ward, and Holly Vlogs. We're actually going to be doing a panel there on vloggers with autism. It's going to be amazing. So hopefully if you guys actually did attend that, or you're going to attend that, come and say hi. If this video is already out and I didn't already see you, sorry, we'll do it next time. I'm actually in summer in the city this year as well, so you guys in the UK, if you're going to summer in the city, come and find me, let's hang out, let's do it. I'm also in VidCon this year, so come on, let's hang out in VidCon, MCM, Comic Con, and summer in the city. Dude, it's going to be awesome. I will see you guys in the next video. Do me a massive favor, if you feel like this video could help somebody, please share it. But just if you feel like you want to help me out, share it anyway, because that would be the most amazing thing ever. Thank you. Peace.